Alright guys, so I just got off a 3-hour live stream talking about Brian Koberger's judge's orders. So apologies if my voice is a little bit croaky because I've just been talking for 3 hours. But first time I've checked Twitter today, and this is really interesting. This pertains to the search for Sebastian Rogers. The PI representing Sebastian via Katie and Chris Profoot has written this. Now, this is about 14 hours ago, but like I said, I haven't checked Twitter today. And it seems like Chris Profoot was right. Let that sink in. Okay. The video released of the unknown person captured on the 12:17 a.m. surveillance footage. So this is February 26th, the day Sebastian disappeared. Clock ticks over into the 26th. Was reportedly deemed irrelevant. Well, law enforcement, somewhat vague, somewhat ambiguous, said, yeah, not relevant to the investigation. However, a scent-specific canine tracked from Sebastian's home up Stafford Court, through backyards and to the exact spot on Kelling Lane where this unidentified person was walking. Why can't we simply get confirmation on whether law enforcement absolutely knows who this individual is or not? Exactly. If they're saying it's deemed not relevant to the investigation, then clearly they must know who that person is, mustn't they? They must know who that person is. You can't identify them from the video, so they must know that a person told them that, oh yeah, I was out there at that time. You don't have to say who they were, just that you know who they were. All right, but Chris Profoot said exactly this, exactly the track. In fact, this is what Chris said to Narc Divers. Played this clip numerous times, but this is what he said.
If you're looking at my house, it's going to be the right-hand side. The dog goes all the way down the fence. The dog comes all the way back up into the yard, and then it cuts that diagonal to the house next door us through the back door. And that's the place in which the dogs take off. Now after that, that's where they get over to the neighborhood, go up Kelling, and head over to the other subdivision. Okay.
A bloodhound, a blue tick coonhound, and then a few days later another dog, I still don't know the breed, scent-specific canines, tracked across the neighbour's backyard, up Kelling Lane, to the construction site. The place where this person was at 12:17 a.m. is at the top of Kelling Lane, which is near the construction site. So Chris was right. SF Investigates confused me recently by saying that actually the dogs don't appear to have been tracking very much at all. We know that Ken Widener has been somewhat ambiguous, saying, yeah, we got some tracks away from the house in one of the press conferences, and then saying, no, the dogs didn't lead anywhere. Well, clearly, the dogs who got tracks didn't lead them to Sebastian, so both of those things actually can be true. However, it's confusing. I understand how confusing this is, but yet we are here. And recently on Law Lodge, and I'll come back to this post in a minute, but somebody's picked up on it. So this was when Steve was on Law Lodge, 38 minutes in. Aidan, so you would confirm there is no scent from the home to anywhere? SF, yes, absolutely. It's very disappointing, to be honest with you, because it was like they don't have anything, you know. But now you're saying that a dog tracked this exact route. Yes, I just got information about the canine 2 days ago. It's an investigation. As evidence is uncovered, things change. Investigations are not static. Hence the word investigate. I do get that, but I'm sure that SF also said that the first scent-specific dog didn't get there until the afternoon. But Vern says, to be clear, this canine, which we're going to talk about in a minute, was given a scent article from the home, closing of Sebastian's. Yes. Do you know where the track ended? I do not. Well, to the construction site. They went to the construction site. Not all the dogs. There was plenty of dogs out there. Some of the dogs went other ways. But according to Chris, it was a bloodhound, a blue tick coonhound, and then another dog a few days later that followed the track up Kelling Lane to the construction site. Max jumped in The pond. Max wasn't scent specific, but who was Max tracking if he wasn't tracking Sebastian? So SF goes on. We are told to remain vigilant and submit any leads about Sebastian. I think it's a fair question. Who was this person? And why was a scent-specific tracking canine on scent at 8:30 a.m. on February 26, 2024 at the exact location where this individual appeared on surveillance? Again, recently Steve said that the scent-specific dogs only got there at like 2. But we've got this dog. We've got this dog here at 8:30. So this is only like 40 minutes after Max got there. And I'll show you the video in a minute. There seems to be an attitude from those who believe foul play was involved that finding Sebastian isn't important, that the only thing that is important is placing blame. Playing pretend law enforcement and pretend prosecutors does nothing to help find him. What does help finding him is searching, creating awareness, reviewing surveillance footage, and asking real questions. I wish I could review the surveillance footage. All of it. I want to see what those dogs look like. All of those dogs. I want to see what they look like. I want to see the behaviour. We are trying to find Sebastian. This is a professionally trained search and rescue tracking canine at 8:30 a.m. on the morning of Sebastian's disappearance. This footage comes from the same camera that captured the surveillance of the unknown person, but is zoomed in to provide a clearer view of the canine. This is a canine. That's a bloodhound. That's a bloodhound. Okay, let's have a look at this surveillance footage. Let's zoom in a little bit. They come from this area. Come down here. There they come. That's on a run. Yeah. That's doing a Cassie when she's on a cat track. There you go. He knows where he's going. Alright, so apparently that's 8:30 a.m. on the 26th of February. There's the dog. There's a bloodhound. Alright guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.